And now, for the ultimate test, we'll see if they care for human flesh. I got piranhas all around my hand right now. I'm not sure I like this feeling.
My name is Cyril Chauquet, and I travel the world chasing monster fish. This time, I'm looking for one of the most feared predators in the world, the black piranha.
That's a big black piranha.
These deadly fish have a bad reputation as man-eaters, devouring anything in their path.
He was eaten alive.
Tem orelha, nariz, boca.
But is it just a myth, or is it true?
Is that for real?
That's for real.
I'm back in the heart of the Amazon jungle to try to answer that question. And what I'll find along the way is hard to believe. These fish have razor-sharp teeth, and they attack in numbers.
E nesse sangue veio o cardume de piranha, e elas vieram para cima.
And if I want to know more about them, I'll have to get close as possible.
That's him. Look at the size of this piranha. Unbelievable. I'm back here in the Amazon to see just how ferocious and deadly piranhas can be. All the horror stories we hear about them, fact or fiction. And ultimately, I want to catch the biggest and baddest of all the piranha species, the black piranha.
The black piranha is the largest, the most powerful, and among the most aggressive of all piranhas. And there are over 30 different species of piranhas. Piranhas are best known for being among the most ferocious fish in the world, especially because they hunt in schools. Pound for pound, with jaws as powerful as that of a great white shark, the bite of a black piranha is without question the most dangerous of all. To find this huge piranha, I'm starting in Manaus, Brazil, where the Rio Negro and Amazon rivers meet. Fish markets are the perfect place to learn more about the fishing in the area. I want to see what the local fishermen have to say, and especially if they can tell me where I can find a black piranha.
Piranha! Hey, boy. Well, that's a good sign. I'm getting close. Those are piranhas. They're red-bellied piranhas. They're not the type I'm looking for. I'm looking for black piranhas, but those are really big red-bellied piranhas. Aqui tem piranha preta?
Preta tem.
Tem.
Pouca.
Pouca, hein?
Tem
Por
pouca,
aqui.
tem.
This fisherman confirms exactly what I thought. There are mostly red-bellied piranhas around here. He tells me that I'm more likely to find black piranhas in the calm waters on the other side of the river.
O nome dela, Viagra.
É Viagra, Viagra natural.
Opa!
Says it's aphrodisiac. Obrigado.
Ok.
Now that I know where to go, I have to find a way to cross the Rio Negro. Fortunately, there are small water taxis everywhere.
Olá, senhor.
Opa, tudo bem?
Tudo bem? Você? Tranquilo?
Tudo bem.
Você pode me levar do outro lado do rio?
Yes, I can take you.
Ah, do you speak English?
Yes, I do,
All
my
right.
friend. How are
All right,
you?
what's your name?
My name is Sandro, and you?
I'm Cyril.
Would you like to travel?
Yeah, no problem.
No
I can get
problem.
on your boat.
We're going to the other side of the river, to the floating villages where locals have lived with piranhas for generations. Whenever I come to the Amazon, I hear stories of people being eaten by piranhas, but I always wondered if these stories were true or if they're just myths. I think that by coming here, I'll find out the truth.
So there's a lot of piranhas here?
Oh, yeah. These people from the floating house you see around here, they live their entire life like around piranhas.
Do you know of any accidents happening in this village?
I heard a story of someone who was employed to work with a digger, like 2 days upriver.
The digger was working on a riverbank. It had been raining a lot, and the ground was soft.
And suddenly there was an accident. It tipped over, and the windows of the cabin broke.
The operator got stuck inside the cabin, and the water started to flood in. The agitation in the water and the blood from his wounds attracted a school of piranhas almost right away.
Can you imagine being trapped and he couldn't release the seat belt. There must have been a hole in the cabin, the piranhas got in, and it was it for him.
half of his body was eaten. Even the head was clean off.
You think he was alive when he was eaten?
I think so.
No. Is that for real?
That's
or are you
for
pulling
real.
my leg?
No, that's for real.
It's a real story.
It's a real story. It's a true story.
For the locals, living with piranhas is part of everyday life. Here, they eat them all the time. But when they prepare them, the women of the village don't take any chances.
The people here have learned to not mess around with the piranhas. She cut its jaws right off. Você sempre corta a boca de piranha?
Corto.
Sim?
Sempre corto, porque se não cortar, ela morde. Se meter a mão na água aí, elas morde.
E morte?
Morde.
Well, that confirms that these fish are aggressive and dangerous.
Você conhece gente que foi atacado por piranha?
Conheço gente
Sim?
que foi atacada pelas
Aqui
piranhas.
mesmo?
Aqui mesmo. Cai ela, com pitiu, elas mordem.
Wow.
Given the number of piranhas in the area, this is the perfect place to try to catch one. The locals here have always fished and eaten piranhas, but it's mostly red bellies in this area. The species I'm looking for, the black piranha, is more rare, much bigger, and its bite is way more dangerous. The locals told me that they seldom see black piranhas in the area, but I was told about a place just outside the village where I could find some. As a matter of fact, someone was attacked there a few years ago.
There's botos here, freshwater dolphins. That's a bad thing and a good thing. The good thing is that they're here because there's fish. They feed on fish and they actually love piranhas. The bad thing is that they usually spook the fish. But you know what? Well, since they're over there, you know, in the deeper water, they might be pushing the fish closer to shore where I am right now, which is not a bad thing.
Piranhas are real carnivores, so to attract them, I'm putting a piece of red meat on the hook and using a rod that the villagers lent me. I'm sure this good old traditional rod has had its fair share of piranha bites.
Yeah, usually when fishing, you try to not make any noise, you know, you try to be stealthy, but when it comes to piranha fishing, you gotta make as much noise as possible on the surface. It gets their attention. They get really curious. They investigate what it is. They think it's a prey that fell in the water, and they come and check it out.
Oh, I had one. It works.
Fish on. Oh. Piranha. That's a baby one. But that's a red-bellied piranha, as you can tell from the red on the. You gotta be careful even when you unhook those fish. Even a little guy like this in a school can be deadly.
This fish is so aggressive. It's still chewing on the bait with a hook in its mouth.
What's cool with piranha fishing is that they live in schools, so whenever there's one, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what makes it really dangerous because, especially at the low water season, when the water level in the Amazon drops, there's basically no food in the water system, so those fish get really aggressive. They look for food, and whatever falls in the water, they attack. Oh, that's a good one. Nice piranha, nice red-bellied piranha. Check this out. That's not a black piranha, but that's a beautiful red belly. Look at the chompers on this guy. Nasty. Some super sharp, triangular, interlocking teeth. Look, when they close the mouth, they fit perfectly in the upper jaw. Seriously, they're beautiful fish. When you look at those colors, it's beautiful. I'd give it a kiss. But I'm not sure I want to lose my face. So you know what? You're not gonna get a kiss, buddy.
Man, look at that. There's a bunch of them right here. The sound I've been making in the water has definitely attracted them.
And now, for the ultimate test, we'll see if they care for human flesh. right there. I'm not sure I like this feeling. I can see them actually, they're right around my hand. They're not attacking. I guess human flesh is not on the menu today.
I'm sure the reason I wasn't attacked is because they aren't very aggressive at the moment.
Still, it's the low water season, but I guess the water level is not low enough. The water has to be really low for them to be super aggressive. I guess there's still too much food in the system. I have to find some a place where the water is really low to find some aggressive piranhas, especially black piranhas.
I have doubts about all these piranha stories, and I'm still skeptical whether they really do kill humans. So I'm gonna meet a team of firemen from Manaus, who in addition to fighting fires, specialize in helping victims of water-related accidents. The job that Captain Ricardo and his team do can be really terrifying. They search for and recover human bodies from the murky waters around here.
Esse corpo foi identificado pela bermuda?
Exatamente.
Given his experience with gruesome recoveries, if anyone can give me the hard facts, it's the captain.
Há casos de gente que morreram de ataques de piranhas?
Vai depender muito da condição desse ataque.
He confirms that when there's blood in the water, and especially when the water level is low, piranhas can become extremely aggressive.
E teve ataque de cardume de piranha, é fatal.
É fatal.
É fatal.
Their work is very difficult and really risky. In addition to piranhas, they can also run into other dangerous animals, like caimans and electric eels.
Com apenas 2 horas e meia de submersão. De cima dele já estava praticamente comido com orelha, nariz, boca.
So many predators and scavengers in the water that they don't know for sure if the person was dead before they fell in the water or if they got attacked and killed by the piranhas.
Vítima de afogamento no balneário da praia da Ponta Negra. Desloca a equipe para o local.
Positivo, gigante. Informar que a lancha Roberto Rocha.
Com uma piranha preta desse tamanho, uma mordida só e pode ser fatal, não?
Quando uma piranha, se ela tiver acesso à região da carótida, aí a pessoa pode morrer de hemorragia.
Capitão, entrou uma chamada via Cobom.
Ocorrência? Cyril, quer ir para ocorrência?
Posso ir?
Pode.
Sim?
Sim.
Obrigado.
Todo cuidado.
Obrigado. Até logo.
The Manaus firefighters are highly trained professionals, able to prep and leave on a mission in less than a minute. When lives are potentially at risk, they can't afford to waste a single second.
Well, I don't really know how I ended up here, but I guess I'll find out.
The firefighters have to dive into the dark, murky waters to try to find the victim's body. The captain asked me if I wanted to help, but I gotta say, diving to find a corpse in the depths of the river wasn't really in my plans for the day.
So we're moving on to a different spot. And hopefully we'll find a body. We want to find it for the family, but I'm not sure I want to find anything, to be honest. Un solo. Un solo. This is old school diving, I'm telling you.
Visibility is almost zero, and here, you never know what you might find. The dive chief comes to find me. He spotted something on my left and signals for me to go take a look. I'm super tense. I don't know what I'm gonna find. We found it.
I've done some really nice dives in my life, but let me tell you, that was not one of them. Poor guy. I don't know what happened to him, but honestly, I don't even want to know right now.
Now that the remains of the body have been found, it's up to the coroner to continue the investigation. In any case, if piranhas are responsible, the veracity of these fish is really impressive. I have terrible images in my mind, and I just hope they won't last too long. This morning, I'm back fishing near the floating village. But this time, I'm gonna use my own gear, because if I catch a big black piranha, I'm not sure I could land it with a bamboo rod.
Here we go. I think I got a monster piranha right now. Can't be a piranha. It fights too hard. Oh, it's not a piranha. That's a big tambaqui. My gosh. Look at the size of this tambaqui. It's commonly called a pacu, but I was sure it was a piranha, a big piranha. Because the fight that this guy gave me, I don't even know how I landed it. Beautiful fish. And this is actually the cousin of the piranha. But unlike the piranha, these guys are mainly vegetarian. They eat fruit and seeds that fall off the trees.
They even have teeth that kind of look like a human's.
But whenever the water level in the Amazon goes down, they'll take anything they can find. They become omnivore. And that's why I think it took a piece of meat.
Man, I'd like to get a black piranha close to that size.
Piranha.
Piranhas are really part of the culture here. And I got invited to share a traditional meal back at the village.
Muito bom.
With its firm, white meat, piranha is a delicious fish.
A sopa de piranha é afrodisíaca, é verdade?
Toma uma, aí faz um caldo desse aqui, aí fica... Aham, aí o suor agita o sangue.
Tá comendo piranha, hein? Cara, hein?
Mas temos um problema. Só temos um quarto e tenho que dormir com ele.
Mas cama separada.
Sim, vamos separar as camas, seguro.
I'm wondering if they know a place where I could find black piranhas, especially big ones.
Aqui tem piranha preta?
Tem.
Sim?
Tem, aqui tem. Só que é pra fora, uns 3 dias de viagem, mas lá tem piranhona preta, grandona.
Isso é o que é que quero pegar, uma grandona. Eu agradeço muito pela sopa de piranha, muito boa.
De nada.
So far, I've seen the damage a school of piranhas can do to a human body. And I've heard really gruesome stories. But I still don't know if they're true, exaggerated, or just made up. But the terrible story I'm about to hear from a local woman just might put my doubts to rest. Her mother takes me to meet her.
Oi, mãe. Que foi?
Leila?
Sim.
Olá.
Olá.
O meu nome é Cyril.
Em que posso servi-lo?
Prazer conhecê-la.
Que bom.
Então, o que é que aconteceu naquele dia?
Bem, pelo que a minha mãe me conta, naquele dia, a minha irmã de 8 anos que cuidava de mim.
Her mother told Leila's older sister to watch Leila while she was away. But the girl left to play, leaving the baby alone.
E eu tinha 6 meses na época, e eu fiquei, só que eu desci da rede.
Attracted by the water, Leila crawled to the edge of the dock.
E naquela manhã eu fui em direção à escada. Só que quando eu cheguei na escada, eu caí.
She slipped off the edge, cutting her lip while falling into the water.
E nesse sangue veio o cardume de piranha. E elas vieram para cima.
With the scent of blood in the water, piranhas began to attack her face violently.
Porque havia muitas piranhas no meu rosto devido ao sangue do lago ter espalhado.
They bit her ears, her tongue, her nose, and upper lip. And when Leida's mother found her baby, it was her worst nightmare.
Os feixes de piranha que estavam aí no rosto dela, a boca estava tudo caindo.
Que história.
Growing up and living with facial scars was hell for Leida.
Foi muito difícil enfrentar a vida.
Leida received medical help from an American charity, but they could only come to the village once a year.
E a minha esperança era todas as vezes que os médicos vinham fazer cirurgia. E eu achava que eu ia melhorar mais.
But despite the ordeal she suffered, Leida managed to cope.
Eu aprendi a me amar. Eu aprendi a me aceitar.
She's finishing her master's degree, she's married, and she has a daughter. Her courage is truly inspiring.
Essa é a minha história.
Muito obrigado.
There are certain myths surrounding the piranha that are probably exaggerated, but there are also real horror stories. These fish are capable of attacking and even killing humans.
Wow. Leida's story was incredible. I can't believe what she's been through. Incredible.
Now I'm convinced that these fish can really be dangerous. And where I'm going, I have to be careful. I want to have access to any medical help.
Getting deeper and deeper into the jungle. I think I'm getting close.
Even in the Amazon, overfishing is a problem. So to maximize my chances of catching a big fish, I have to venture deep into the jungle. I marked my path, because let me tell you, out here, you want to be able to find your way back. After a couple hours of walking, I finally arrive at the river. But I'm not alone.
It looks good here for piranha, especially considering that the water level is low. Because you see that mark there, that horizontal line on the bank, on the shore? That's the high water mark. And right now, we're about 10 feet below that line, so the water level is pretty good. There should be some aggressive piranhas here. I hope.
I'm using a strong 80-pound main line, in case it rubs against the snags on the bottom. And I'm tying on a metal leader, to avoid getting cut off by the piranha's nasty teeth.
The rod and reel, well, it's pretty heavy outfit, and actually it might be a little overkill for a piranha, but the thing here is in the Amazon, when you have a bait on the bottom, you never know what you're gonna catch. There's so many fish, like monster fish, and I don't want to lose them.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's off.
Well, check this out. Look at the bite mark on the bait. That's a single piranha that did that. One single bite. And that's not even a big one. I'm telling you, there's got to be some monster ones down there. Oh. There we go. What is this fish? It's weird. Man, it's trying to get into a snag. That's definitely not a piranha. freshwater stingray. Very dangerous fish. You gotta be careful with the barb. Look, it's trying to get me here with the barb, with the tail and the barb. When people think about the most dangerous animals in the Amazon, they always think about piranhas, anacondas, caimans. But I'm telling you, this guy is super dangerous.
Taking my hook out of this animal, it's not gonna be easy.
People in the Amazon call it the wish you were dead fish. The pain is that bad.
There, the hook is out. Look at the size of this barb. See you, buddy. It's not what I'm looking for, but it's always nice to catch a different kind of fish. I keep going, looking for a black piranha spot. But as deep in the jungle as I am, I'm not alone.
Olá,
O que tu faz aqui?
buscando piranha. Piranha preta.
Ah, aqui tem, mas não é muito.
Não é muito?
Lá pra cima do rio que tem.
Longe de aqui?
É muito longe.
Ah, aqui estou perto de uma aldeia?
Perto da minha aldeia. A vila, eu sou o chefe.
The chief offers to take me closer to the best spots for piranhas. But for that, we have to paddle to his village first. Considering how tough it is to walk through the forest, I couldn't say no. The Satar in my way is an indigenous tribe that continues to live in a traditional way in the Amazon jungle.
Hoje tem uma festa ou algo? Não?
Sim, vai acontecer o ritual da tucandeira.
The Tucandeira ceremony is a rite of passage to manhood, which involves suffering through the terrible sting of bullet ants. This ant is known for having the most painful sting in the insect world.
Wow, puta formiga, cuidado. They're putting the ants in this concoction that's made out of cashew tree leaves. And from what I understood, it acts as an anesthetic and it knocks them right out. But cuidado.
It's not easy to keep track of so many ants without getting stung.
Obrigado. De nada. That was a close call.
Now that the ants are in the concoction, we just have to wait for the anesthetic to take effect. Ants are very important for the villagers, and a different species is even part of their diet.
Pega o chibeca.
Posso provar?
Pode, aqui.
Outro tipo de formiga? Outro tipo. Ah. Muito bom. It's crunchy and really spicy. They got a sting.
Now that the ants are asleep, and before they wake up, one of the young men weaves them into a special glove.
Não, mas nem todos picam, por isso que tem que encher pra pegar pelo menos umas 80.
80 picaduras?
Isso, 80 picaduras.
For the community, the ceremony is more than just a rite of passage.
A vida na selva, né? O veneno é como se fosse uma vacina.
É bom?
É bom.
É bom para a saúde?
Para a saúde. Você faz? Pode fazer?
Não sei. He's asking me if I want to try it. Because for them it's a vaccine, it's good for health, but yeah, the pain is terrible. You know, like from what I know about bullet ants, it's the worst sting
in the insect world.
Quanto tempo dura o dor?
16, 20 horas.
20 horas?
20 horas.
It's really painful. A single sting causes intense pain for hours. So imagine, they have to endure many stings all at once. It's intense.
Cyril? Não, muito dor.
Você que tá viajando, pescando na Amazônia, precisa imunidade fazer para ficar forte.
No.
The last thing I want to do is put my hand in one of these gloves. But I truly believe he'll be good for me.
Vacina.
Assim?
Pain is unbelievable. It's as if I was stabbed by a hot poker. This is horrible. The pain is unbearable. I just want it to stop. I slept for the rest of the day and woke up in the middle of the night.
I feel a little better. And they tell me that by morning, I should feel a lot better. I just hope they're right, because it's awful.
This morning, I'm back out looking for black piranha. My hand still hurts, but I'm a lot better. I get to a small beach. I'll try here, because the forest along the river is very dense, and there aren't so many other places I can cast from. I missed it, but there's definitely something here. Whoa. There we go. Fish on. I hope it's a big black piranha. I don't know what that is. It's not a piranha. It's a small Piranha, a filhote. Yes. Beautiful. That's a baby Piranha. Beautiful animal. We call them filhote here in Brazil. That means a small Piranha. But these fish, they can grow to weigh over 400 pounds. It's the biggest catfish in the Amazon, and they're one of the biggest freshwater fish in the world. Beautiful. The environment here is so hostile, it's so full of piranhas. Look, both fins got attacked by piranhas. Those are bite marks from piranhas. Because that's what piranhas do. They attack the soft parts first, the soft parts of the fish, and then they attack the rest of the body. Bye, my friend. Stay away from piranhas. After a short walk, I come across a spot that looks perfect for piranha.
This pool looks good here. Just at the bottom of some rapids. And usually piranhas, they congregate in the slow pools at the bottom of rapids, waiting for food to arrive. They don't really go in the fast water. But here, there should be piranhas, I'm pretty sure.
But after a dozen casts, still nothing.
That was a piranha. They're here for sure. black piranha. It's not quite the size of fish I'm looking for, but that's, I'm moving in the right direction. That's the right species.
In general, I always release what I catch. But out here, I never know what my next meal would be. So it's better to eat while I have food. I have a feeling there are only small piranhas in that last spot. So I have no choice. I have to keep going. And that means crossing this river.
Piranhas don't like the fast water. They're not like trout, so in theory, I should be fine. The only thing I gotta watch out for is obviously the current plus the, there could be stingrays in the slow eddies behind rocks. So I gotta watch out for that.
So far, so good. The water isn't too deep, and the current's not too strong. But now, it's deeper, and the current is really pushing. Suddenly, I lose my footing. I try to get back on my feet, but the current is too strong, and I'm getting swept down towards piranha territory. Fortunately, the current takes me to the bank on the other side. I've been walking for 2 days to find the perfect spot for a big black piranha. A part of the river that's not too wide with a slow current. But when I come out of this forest, all I find is a dead end.
I don't know what to do here. Swimming across to that other shore there, between the piranhas and the caimans and everything. I don't know. And look at the other shore. It's full of vegetation, it's super steep. There's not a lot of spots that I can fish from the shore. Kind of stuck here.
It will soon be nightfall, and really unsafe to walk in the forest. Considering I don't know where to go, I'll set up camp here. And besides, I'll need a little rest before I can come up with a plan. Normally, I would camp on a small island to avoid dangerous animals. But it's too late, and I'm too tired. Here in the Amazon forest, there are many dangers to watch out for, like jaguars, venomous spiders, and snakes. But dangerous animals is one thing. The real problem is that I don't know where to go from here. I've heard terrible stories of people being attacked, and I still haven't found a big black piranha. I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere, and turning back is not an option. I had a decent night's sleep, and this morning, I have a plan to get out of here and find a big black piranha. All I need is a little imagination and a good machete.
All right, this is it. I sure hope it floats. I guess I'll find out pretty soon.
Looks like it does. That's a good start. It's not very high-tech, but at least I can keep going upriver.
It works. You just can't be in a rush. It's like Noah's Ark. Check this out. I just hope it's not gonna turn into the Titanic.
It's not very fast, but at least there's not a lot of current. And after about an hour paddling upriver, I find a spot that looks great for black piranha. A sandbank where 3 rivers meet. The current from the rivers should bring food into the area, which should attract all sorts of fish and predators like piranhas. Just because it looks good here doesn't mean that the fish are feeding. Oh, good bite, good bite. That's a good bite. Here we go. Fish on. No, I lost it. That was a powerful fish. I think it was a big black piranha.
Look at the wire. It looks like it was bent with pliers, but I'm telling you, it's the piranha's teeth. Man, the power they have in that jaw.
Lightning is still a ways off in the distance, so I keep fishing. I have to catch one here, because it's the best spot I've found so far, and finding another one in my makeshift boat isn't too likely.
That's what we call the rainforest.
Oh, something's on. Here we go. Fish on. That's a nice fish. Whatever that is, it's a nice fish. It's powerful. Yeah, that's a big black piranha. Look at that. That's a monster.
Got it. That's him.
Look at the size of this black piranha. That's a monster. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Man, that's a big fish. Those fish are designed to rip flesh apart. They're eating machines. Pound for pound, that bite is 3 times as powerful as the American alligator, and just as powerful as the great white shark.
I'm telling you, you don't want to put your fingers in there. Bye, buddy.
I finally caught the black piranha, a ferocious fish with deadly jaws and a killer reputation.
It's a real story.
It's a real story.
But does it deserve its reputation? I must admit, its behavior is unpredictable. And even though they're generally harmless to humans, they're super dangerous fish. I've learned that dramatic accidents do happen, but fortunately, they aren't as common as we think. During this adventure, I met some amazing people whose unforgettable stories inspired me to go even deeper into this wild jungle that I love so much.